Today we're doing a field trip. We're actually going to go to a member's shop, which is really close nearby, Fitz, and he has been a long-time Idea Foundry guy. He's making some cool stuff for a fashion show this weekend, so we're going to go catch him doing a bunch of work, going crazy over there, and we're going to take a little bit of a road trip. So here we are at the Idea Foundry. We're going to head out. All right, here we are at Fitz's shop. We're gonna head in and see what he's working on. Said just knock.
Yeah, come on in.
You got it?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey. So hey, what are you doing?
Well, so I'm in this fashion show coming up Saturday.
Uh-huh.
And this is a hat, or a brim of a hat. This is 20 gauge aluminum, and right now I'm polishing it. So I'm using a pneumatic little grinder, and polishing, you have to do it in steps. If you don't do it in steps, you can't get a mirror finish, and what I'm shooting for is a mirror finish.
Okay. So
I think this is 150 grit sandpaper, and I'll just show you a little bit and then I'll stop.
Sure.
Here. So basically I've got to do that over the whole thing using this grit 150. Then I'll go to 220, 320, 4, 5, and 6, and then I'll start using the different compounds to get the mirror finish.
Well, I saw these other ones on the way in. Do you have ones that you've already finished?
Well, not all the way, but I'll show you one that's
sort of further
finished.
along.
So let's just go through here. Here's one right here.
Okay.
Okay, this is for my male model. And what we have is a chainmail here.
Yeah, yeah.
Same thing, 20 gauge aluminum, and I've shaped it using the English wheel and a power hammer.
Okay.
I took the chainmail, bolted it. I'm going to flip this over, kind of show it to you here.
Sure.
And in fact, let me just see this. So it'll look something like that. So
That's
I don't
great.
know what kind of style. I call it kind of cyborg.
Yeah, yeah. Like Mad Max, kind of all metal.
Right. Cyborg, Mad Max, steampunk.
Well, let's go over here and look at more of these things. So the show it's the Alternative Fashion Week, and it's this Saturday.
Correct.
And so 2 days away. 3 days. This is Wednesday.
Right. So let's, here, let me step
Sure.
over here. So I've got 3 models, 3 outfits. You got chainmail, and this is her skirt. And where I got this piece here, last year I worked in Miramar, Burma.
Okay.
And I went into a music shop, and this is actually a speaker bell.
Oh, okay.
For a PA system. And I had those shipped back up. I cut it so it would fit on the model. I fused the chainmail onto this. Here's another hat that I'm working on.
I actually saw this one on Instagram. You had her walking and
Correct.
testing it out. Yeah.
Correct. I still have to fuse. This is just a regular hat that I'm fusing to the aluminum chainmail. The skirt, I have to do more polishing here, polishing up here. Second model is this gal here. And again, I went with the chainmail. And what I like doing is working with cable.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is galvanized cable, 16 inch.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm gonna move this around here a little bit so you can see cable clips. And I've just weaved this cable into the chainmail. And I've never seen this done before. I've searched on the internet, and It's something that I like. And in fact, when the model gets this on, it hangs really nice.
So I know a little bit about this, but the way it works with the alternative fashion show is you pick, I think you get to pick, or you get assigned models, and so you know this is specifically for one person individually.
Correct.
Right?
We had, well, the fashion show, it's nonprofit. It's that
Right.
alternative fashion mob. So every year they have the fashion show. So they had a model call. So over 200 models showed up, and then the 17 designers were there, and then they chose who they would like to work with. And I picked 3, and I got 2 of the 3 that I picked. Third one was my fourth choice. So yes, this outfit is for a particular model, just like the previous one.
And then they like I said, I saw that one on Instagram. So they come by for fittings and stuff.
Correct.
So they've been involved in the process.
Yeah, this model has been here 3 times, and 3 times was enough for me to do the fitting. The other unit that I was showing you, she's been here 5 times. I had some issues with trying to fit that bell housing. This one here is it's a male model, big guy. He's 6'4".
Yeah.
And I did the same thing, chainmail with a weave pattern. So I've got a chest and abdomen, the two sleeves, and let me just move this guy here a little bit.
Oh, cool.
So I've got,
Like copper.
yeah, these are, again, cable. These are copper electrical, what do they call them, clips.
Yeah.
And these are aluminum ferrules.
Yep.
And again, I just play with
Now,
the design.
the first thing that I think of when I see this is he's not wearing pants. What's the plan? How does that work?
All 3 models will wear leotards.
Okay.
Actually, what he's wearing it's black long underwear and a black top.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good observation.
Well, I see this and it's just like, wow, he's
Yeah,
not wearing any pants, and these are very see-through because they're chainmail. So
Just to give you just an idea, making this metal fashion, first time I've done it. So I was trying to collect ideas. This is not my work. This is something that I bought
okay.
online. It's faux medieval armor.
Sure.
And most of all these pieces come from India, and they're handmade.
Uh-huh.
And basically, I got this stuff to use as templates.
Oh, okay.
So maybe in the future, I might get into doing armor.
I was kind of thinking this is like you're using as like visual inspiration. Like you have this other stuff back here.
Well, the mannequins, which I got off of Craigslist, the armor, it's to get ideas, and yeah, it's a form of inspiration. All that other stuff on the wall is my sculpture. I took an African mask making class with Rachel at the Idea Foundry, and in fact, this one with the eyeballs is the one I made in Rachel's class, or started making it in Rachel's class. And from there, I got old motorcycle tanks, and again, using the English wheel, power hammer. I've worked on these compound curved shapes. This one, I'm going to come around here and show you something.
Sure.
Watch yourself here. This is old motorcycle tank from the rice paddy. It's a junk.
I recognize it, yeah.
From, I don't know if it was a Suzuki or a Honda. Cable, clips. This is some tooling that I got at Stargate Metals.
Sure.
This, I took a metal shaping class outside of Detroit, and I started making, this is a motorcycle tank from scratch.
Okay.
But it turned into a mask. This is up here is stainless steel. again, I've shaped it, cable, aluminum. This one over here is aluminum.
So what do you wind up doing with this stuff? Is this commissioned, or it's you put it in various art shows and stuff when stuff comes up?
I've had this stuff. My brother and I had a studio at 400 Rich Street.
Yeah, yeah.
I've also shown it at the Idea Foundry during one of their open houses. Gallery Hop. Yeah. My brother and I were there in last November at one of the banks that shows. Eventually, I'll try to sell this stuff, but right now I'm not so motivated to sell. I'm just working on my skill set to do this stuff and just being creative.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love this stuff. How did you actually get involved with the fashion stuff, with the alternative fashion mob?
Well,
have you done it in past years?
Never have.
So this is your first year?
Yeah. Watch yourself here.
Okay.
So, getting ideas from the internet.
Yeah.
I
didn't even notice this.
You can get on the internet and people will take a form, a mannequin, then they'll weld something onto that form. So this is one of my first attempts. Mannequin off Craigslist. I found a place just outside of Springfield. It's an antique mall, and there's a guy in there that sells old tools. So I started buying up old tools, especially pliers. I was getting dollar pliers, and then I came up with this kind of bikini rib cage.
Yeah.
Crotch area is punches.
Yeah, and I see taps and dies and a countersink. This is like a lathe tool.
So, cool. To answer your question is doing this one, and I've got another one that I can show you.
Yeah, do you like submit for that, to become like a designer or something? How does that?
Well, with the fashion show, I knew about the fashion show because I took a sewing class with the Alternative Fashion Mob when they were temporarily headquartered at the Idea Foundry 4 or 5 years ago. So I knew about them. And then this year, would have been the end of 2017, there was a call for designers.
Oh, okay.
So I applied and sent some of the pictures of some of my work.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, this is the stuff where you're like, this is the kind of thing I'm going to do.
I think this was the one piece. I had a picture of this. They saw this, and they probably figured, well, if this guy can hang pliers on a mannequin to look like somebody should be wearing it. So I think that's how I got in.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm excited. I've never thought I'd get into making fashion.
Yeah.
Let alone fashion with metal. So I'm going to keep doing metal work and have that fashion aspect to it. So we'll see.
Well, I'm excited. I'm going to the show anyway. I was going before I even knew you were doing this, and then when I started seeing it on Instagram, I put 2 and 2 together. So I'll be there.
Cool.
And I can't wait to see people wearing this stuff for real. It's very cool. Well, thanks a lot. Thanks
Cheers
for your time.
You bet, man. Bye-bye. See you Saturday.